Hello students, welcome back to our maths class. Today we will start new chapter number 9, rational numbers. But before learning rational numbers, let us focus on few concepts that are related to rational numbers. The first we had learned natural numbers, that all the positive integers like 1, 2, 3, 4 are natural numbers. Basically children, they all are counting numbers. Next we had learned whole numbers. All the natural numbers including 0 are whole numbers. Okay, so the set becomes larger as we move ahead in the number system. Third, we have integers. All the negative and the positive numbers including 0 are called integers. Now the main topic here, the rational number children here. Rational numbers are the numbers that can be expressed in the form P by Q. P by Q, that means here children, we have a numerator and a denominator, that is P by Q form, where P and Q are integers and Q, that means the denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay, necessarily this format P by Q has to be followed, wherein P and Q should be necessarily the integers and Q should not be equal to 0. It includes all the natural numbers, whole numbers, fractions and integers. So rational numbers are very vast children here. You can understand with the help of this figure here. You can see here natural numbers, the very basic 1, 2, 3, 4. If we add a 0 to the natural number, we get another bar, that is whole numbers. Whole numbers are all positives. When we include the negative numbers in the whole numbers, we get another set of numbers that are called integers. And moving ahead, that is rational numbers is very vast, that includes all natural numbers, whole numbers and integers with it. Now let us learn few concepts related to rational numbers. First is equivalent rational numbers. Children, how to find equivalent rational number? The process here is similar to the equivalent fraction only. How we used to find the equivalent fraction? Same process to be followed here. By multiplying or dividing the numerator and the denominator of a rational number by the same integer, we can obtain another rational number equivalent to the given rational number. The numbers are said to be equivalent if they are proportionate to each other. So the process remains the same to find equivalent fractions. The next we have here is positive and negative rational numbers. Now let us first understand positive rational numbers are the numbers whose both numerator and denominator are positive. For example, 3 by 4, 12 by 24 and many more you can have, but compulsory there should be no negative sign either in the numerator or in the denominator. Similarly, the next we have is negative rational numbers, that are the numbers whose one of the either the numerator or the denominator, any one of out of the two should is having the negative sign, then such a rational number we call it as a negative rational number. You can see here children, minus 2 by 6, 36 by minus 3, here the minus 2 is having negative sign and here that is numerator. Whereas here in the second example, the denominator is having minus sign. So here any one of it, either numerator and denominator, both will work under the concept negative rational numbers. Now the rational numbers can be represented on number line also. We have learnt to represent the natural numbers. You can see the two sides, positive side and the negative side, we have learned the number line. 0, which is neither positive nor negative number. So natural numbers on the positive side, whole numbers on the positive side, and we have learned integers, that includes both the side here, the positive and the negative side. The rational numbers, as they include all this natural, whole and integers, that rational numbers too can be represented on the number line. And the most important thing children, there are infinitely many rational numbers between the two whole numbers or the integers here you can call it. Okay, let us move further. Now rational numbers in standard form. A rational number is in standard form if its denominator is a positive integer and there is no common factor between the numerator and the denominator other than 1. This we have learned, the simplest form. It is standard form is simplest form only. If any given rational number is not in the standard form, then we can reduce it to its standard form or the lowest form by dividing its numerator and the denominator by HCF, ignoring its negative sign. For example, find the standard form of 12 upon 18 here. Children, if you want, you can take the HCF and divide and get the simplest form, or directly you can use 6 2s are, 6 3s are, and by cutting this method you can find the standard form or the simplest form. Now, comparison of rational numbers. To compare the two positive rational numbers, we need to make their denominators same. Then we can easily compare them. Children, that is the most important thing that we have already learned in the fraction also. The same thing for the rational number also. We can compare two rational numbers only if their denominators are same. Okay. For example, here you can see 4 by 5 and 3 by 8. I cannot compare these two because the denominators are different. Suppose it is like 4 by 5 and it is 3 by 5. I can compare these two because the denominators are same here. Okay, so for comparison, necessarily we need the denominators to be equal. Now, to compare two negative rational numbers, we compare them ignoring their negative sign and reverse the order. Here it is as good as comparing the positive rational numbers only. Only if the denominators are same, we can compare them. You can compare very easily, but ignore your negative sign here. Now, if we have to compare one negative and one positive rational number, then it is clear that the positive rational number will always be greater, as positive rational number is on the right of the 0 and the negative rational number is on the left of 0. That we have already learned, that positive numbers are greater than the negative numbers. Now, the next topic we have here is rational numbers between the rational numbers. Means you are given two rational numbers and you are asked to find the other rational numbers between them. As I told you in first part only, children, that there are infinite numbers between these two. Infinite rational numbers you will find between the two rational numbers. But a process has to be followed there. Let us see how. It is the question asked is, find 5 rational numbers between 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 7. Children, here first we can, as I told you, whenever any process, the denominators has to be made equal. Here 5 and 7 are different. So, first thing we have to take the LCM of 5 and 7. So, 5 and 7, the LCM I will take it as 35. Now, converting them into equivalent rational numbers with the denominator 35, we will get 21 upon 35 and 15 upon 35. Now, 21 upon 35 and 15 upon 35, children, you get 5 rational numbers between them, that is 20 upon 35, 19 by 35, 18 by 35, 17 by 35 and 16 by 35. But suppose you do not get the required number of rational numbers between the two, then you have to use another method to get the rational numbers that we will be learning in our further textual exercise. So, with this, children, we end this session. Hope you understood the basic concept of rational number. Go through it and learn it nicely. We will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.